Y'all think we are bullshitting with you when we tell you that they do. Now they got all these opening acts before a movie.
Yeah.
Before a movie, they got pre-shows. Mm-hmm. They got warm-up acts.
Yeah.
For these movies up here. And tonight they just went off. So we're reviewing Hustlers. And tonight I walked in, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be interesting. I saw a big ass pole, just a wreck.
Yep.
In the
Giant
middle.
pole on the stage.
Giant pole on the
movie
stage.
Screen.
And I was mad because I thought J-Lo was gonna be stripping. Classic black teeth, the white logo right there. Hey, slide this colored logo or the neon logo on your body. Los Angeles, live October 18th. And that's going to be for our live show. And that's going to be at the Catch 1, 4067 West Pico Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90019. J-Lo and that Asian girl.
Constane Wu.
Yeah, that ain't a good stripper name. Destiny, the name of the movie. But nah, tonight they had people stripping. Look, they turned into a strip club. Mm-hmm. This movie theater, they turned into a strip club with Cardi B playing. You know, uncensored.
Uncensored, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fucks were given.
Yeah,
tonight.
No, plenty of fucks. Niggas and all everything else. Them girls, I was like, I know they ain't gonna sit up here and strip tonight. And right when they put the spotlight on, and they said, Chastity, would you please come to the stage? And these chicks got up there and start stripping their asses off. I mean, it was impressive too. Now, Matt, look at this. Now I'm gonna be nasty. I don't care. You see how big that pole is and how they climbed it, and I think what they can do with a dick. You know, Mars like, damn, a lot. They had a girl that a lot of guys, they probably think she couldn't get on that pole like that. They had a what do you call it, a robust woman get up there. Voluptuous.
Is that the word you're looking for?
No, if I said robust, I mean robust, goddamn. That's the word I'm looking for. I said it, I meant it. No, look at this, man. That is impressive as hell, man. Do you know how much not only muscle strength but coordination that takes?
Do you?
Yes, I do. I signed up. Shit, I've been looking for a good exercise program. Shit, you should have seen me. I was like, yes! Now y'all think I'm being nasty, and I am, but I say this because y'all gonna go to this movie called Hustlers, starring Jennifer Lopez and Constane Wu. A couple other familiar faces you might catch in there. But y'all think y'all going to a movie where y'all expecting, you actually expecting to go in there and see Jennifer Lopez whip her titties out. You expect to see Constance Wu just show her ass all over the place. Y'all expecting something. Y'all expecting the strip club. Mm-hmm. You think you're going in here for an hour and 40 minutes of these girls on this pole, lap dances, dollars raining all over the place. You sitting up there just partying, having a good time. Shit, some of y'all think I'm gonna get bottle service with this, and that is not the case. That is not it. That little pre-show we saw, I hadn't seen the trailer for this, to be honest. So I thought I knew there would be a story in there somewhere, but it did not prepare me for what we actually saw when the movie started.
Oh,
no, I did not see it at all. Now I'd heard, I had went this long without seeing it, and if I make it for a long time without seeing a trailer, then I'll stay away.
Okay.
If I can absolutely do it. Mm-hmm. And this is the one I did it for. Now, you know me. I'm my nasty ass. That's what I was expecting going there for. I was like, you showed me all this ass before the movie started? And that's supposed to be the appetizer? Oh shit, I can't wait to see what J-Lo gonna do.
Glad I bought that new KY.
Yeah. Carry it with me everywhere I go. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer for Hustlers, and then we'll be back with our review.
Hammer time. We didn't do anything wrong. You know, Tony wouldn't let this happen. I'm gonna text him.
Who gave her her phone back?
Now, everything I was talking about before where we're talking about the partying and making making it rain all day with the dollars and even the 20s all flying all over the place, champagne flowing, cocaine all over the place. Yeah, you got that, man. The beginning of the movie is a strip club. And plus this starts out, and one of the things you have to know, it starts out in 2006. Back then, a lot of people had a lot of money for one particular reason, actually. And that's because we didn't have no crashes. So all these Wall Street people were living it up while they were ruining the country.
Yeah.
People, since the country wasn't ruined, even if you weren't on Wall Street, you had a little extra titty money. Yeah, to go in there, a little club money, go in there and have some fun. So, we're living some great times with this film, man, back in the good old days. Now, this movie sets that up well. It almost makes you, like, if you don't know anything about the film, then you really don't know what's about to happen. And if you do know something about the movie, they do a good job at actually just wrapping you up in the fun times that everyone is having, especially these women. These strippers here, that you get lost in that world. You get lost in the good times. The movie plays it out so well that you really just can't see what's coming. And then reality hits here. And then we have, what was it? It wasn't a housing crisis, was it? Was that?
No. It was well, I guess it was, because that's what kicked everything off.
Funny thing is, all these Wall Street people lost their money.
You would watch this, and at a point you would stop and then go watch The Big Short and then come back.
Yeah. And and it's not long before it happens. I mean, you've spent having so much fun, it just feels like, the party's never going to end. But that crisis hits, these Wall Street people ain't got no money, and if they ain't got no money, these strippers ain't got no money.
Yeah. Bitch gets no love.
Bitch gets no love. Martin, don't say that's not nice. Martin looked at me earlier and said, how dare you say hoes?
I was quoting one of your favorite songs.
But when that happens, when the movie hits reality, when everything hits a wall, from that moment the real story kicks in, and this movie it turns into Goodfellas with tits. This director, who is a female director, by the way, Lorene Scafaria, must have watched a lot of Scorsese films, because the filmmaking is similar. The pacing is similar. There's narration that narrates a story of the rise and fall of pretty much a crime ring. So I didn't even know there was a criminal element with this. I was like,
really? Even with the name Hustlers?
That's what a strip club is. They hustle you out of your money anyway.
Okay.
Even before they got to this point, you go to I know some strippers that get their rent paid every week just from telling dudes what they want to hear. That's a strip club is a hustle. Shit, life is a hustle. Got my hustle on, Martin. I'm doing this. Martin,
you quoting J-Lo now?
Martin, yeah, life is a hustle, Martin. I got my streaming hustle going on here. Everything's a hustle, Martin. So I know these chicks are gonna start committing crimes. I know they're gonna be like straight up, committing felonies, and that's where it turns, man. And this is the rise and fall of a criminal ring. And it has, like I said, it has the same rhythm and pacing of Goodfellas, our Scorsese film. A lot of slow-mo, a lot of tracking shots. You have your one narrator who kind of sees themselves as not being really a bad person. Hey, I just got caught up with bad people, but I was a saint before I got here. Mm-hmm. I was corrupted.
Yeah.
And looking at that, man, I was having fun before because I thought the filmmaking was good. Again, I could tell, that there was an influence there. Yeah. But I thought the filmmaking was actually pretty good, man. Really excellent cinematography going on. Great lighting in this movie. Beautiful film, man. For such a seedy world. And then I was so wrapped up into what was happening with these women. And it's based on a true story, which is why this is getting made. You can actually...
Inspired by
it. Ain't nothing ever based on a true story, but a lot of what they were doing, I read a little bit of this before we started. Mm-hmm. There's an article out there, and there's some of the screenwriting credits even is going to the woman that wrote this article from New York Magazine, The Cut, Jessica Pressler, about how these women start getting together And pretty much, and if you saw from the trailer, you know, J-Lo was saying, and what was her name in the movie?
Ramona.
Ramona. She's saying, you know, she's pretty much she's one of the older strippers in there, but still, you know, right on point with everybody as far as hotness.
Yeah.
And you hear talking about how, you know, these guys come in and they take advantage of us, and, you know, sometimes they screw us over. They want us to do the dirtiest things. They abuse us. They treat us like shit. So why shouldn't we be able to rip them off? Why shouldn't we? Even our bosses are ripping us off. Why should we go? You know, why should we look out for ourselves? Why shouldn't we turn the tables? You know, and for a while you kind of get wrapped up in that, and then you read this article here about what these women were doing, and a lot of these women really were doing this, man.
Of course. And this what Cardi B admitted to doing?
I was gonna say this is like.
I mean, in fact, having her in there, I was like, this is way too meta. I'm surprised she agreed to this.
This is like the Cardi B autobiography, man. What I say, y'all put Cardi B in after she confessed to a crime?
I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drop
You know, you probably just take it. Just shut up.
Yeah, I'll drink the ketamine. Just take my money. You just be quiet. Just don't talk.
Just take what you want. It's like an angry crow.
I know.
That's what I used to do.
In a statement.
Man, so many dudes were talking about, man, if that was a guy, we never would have got away with that. We would have gone straight to jail. And now Cardi B did it. Now she's a movie star. The story really is captivating, man, and it moves at such a good pace for me, because I don't know where you stand on it, but this moves at such a good pace that it is very entertaining to watch. And one of the reasons why is because even though you're looking at a bunch of criminals, they really do push this angle at first that these men, all the guys that come in here are just sleazy. All the guys that come in here are either guys that are they got way too much money and they just abuse people with it. They got too much power and they're abusive. They're cheating on their wives. They're addicts. They're drunks. They're sex crazed. They're sexist. And so you don't really want to approve of what they're doing. But again, like watching a crime caper or a heist film, you know, it does get kind of fun to see how they just, how they cleverly bring their own business together.
Gary, nice to meet you. Annabelle.
Okay, if you that stupid, you deserve to lose your money. I mean, if you can't tell, I hate to be mean, but this man ain't never had this many women walk up and fight over him like this. Why is it gonna start tonight? I'm sorry. Shit. Use your goddamn brain. But they really do push that angle of these guys. These guys just being so abusive in so many ways. Now, this is why I know Martin don't agree with me, because Martin's like, man, I don't want to argue with this nigga. I'm just gonna shut down.
I don't, but I
can tell.
I disagree with just about everything you have said.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Yeah, this is one of those. I'm like,
no!
Come on, we gotta find some common ground here.
Martin, exit the stage. I knew it. I was like, at first I thought he just didn't like my crass humor, but I could tell he just like, man, how'd I tell this brother I just don't agree? I see y'all be thinking I'm like just taking over things. No, he shuts down. He bless his heart though. He's such a good friend. Like, yeah, man, I want to be with you. I want to support, but I can't.
I mean, well, I do agree with you that it's heavily influenced by Martin Scorsese and Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
To a fucking fault.
Continue.
I was like, God damn, have you watched any other movies besides Goodfellas? Everybody who wants to tell their personal story always envisions it like Goodfellas. Man, like seeing in Goodfellas, that was us back in the day. They always want to use that structure. I was like, you're not Goodfellas. I like the movie too. I get it, but enough already. You gotta do something new. And this story doesn't warrant a Goodfellas type telling.
Oh, Martin, I disagree.
I just found so much of this movie to be surface.
You did?
Yeah.
I guess, and it's the performances in here that I really enjoyed.
No problem with the performances. They were all good.
Jennifer Lopez as Ramona. I tell you, she's the oldest stripper in there and still hot as hell. And y'all we hadn't seen her in a while. We've seen her singing her showing her sex ass and videos. And some people go back and say, she had some moments. I know y'all remember that Selena. She was very good in that.
Yeah.
She was very good in that. But I almost look at it like, that was just Jennifer Lopez dressing up as Selena for Halloween. It's
Saying cosplay.
you do a yeah. One of my favorites though was her performance. Do you know what movie I'm going to say?
George Clooney.
Yeah, out of sight.
It was an unusual experience. You tired of some island? Is that the idea?
Partial to mountains myself, if you like islands.
I thought she was. I thought that was one of her better, if not one of her best performances. Just because she didn't have to be, cute Jenny. Besides the filmmaking, I can see how you could look at the filmmaking and be like, this is too derivative of a director that I like. I got that. I don't have an argument there. I happen to like it, but I get you don't. But I just found her performance. I found her, pretty much amazing in here because you have not seen her like this before. She knows that she has matured. She knows she got a hot ass body too, and she's gonna flaunt it. But she's not trying to be young in this movie. In the film, she takes on, for Constance Wu's character, Destiny, she takes on pretty much a big sister, almost motherly relationship with her right off the bat, and she has you've never seen her, in her singing, yes, but I don't think I've ever seen her have this much charisma with the screen presence that she has in this role particular right here.
Back when Stevie Wonder came in, Casey had him in the champagne room. Swears to God he isn't blind.
Wow. How come you're so good?
It's because I'm hot.
Have you not seen me?
Yeah.
Are you Stevie Wonder?
Do you not see what you wrapped up in right now?
Which, by the way, what is Stevie Wonder doing coming into the club? What, he can't enjoy having a woman grind on his crotch? Just because he can't see her? Come on.
It's probably the bouncer. Go back to work.
I got this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
like
yeah.
You like it? I'm sorry, I got a cold. Yeah. While playing this character, there's so many different ways that you could take her throughout the film. But she,
Diamond from the Bronx.
Shit. Fuck. Thought that was Cardi B again. Shut up. No, when you no, not again. Take my credit card.
Man,
Get
Corey,
out.
you dating Cardi B? Yeah.
How could you tell? Your ears are bleeding. Oh shit! I keep wiping these off. I want to go home. But in the movie, you see her just adopt Destiny. That is the younger stripper, played by Constance Wu. You see her take her under her wing, or her legs, or her ass, whatever. And,
That shit was cheap.
but it's true. It's true. Hey, say you, brother, you see exactly what I'm seeing right there. Come on. I thought that was a very fleshed out, well written character that we have here. Of course, maybe influenced by good material from the real incidents that happened that this was inspired from.
But I just found even in the good old days, in the good parts, I was like, I still don't really care for any of these people. The strippers, the patrons, nobody.
Well, I don't think you're really supposed to. Now, I did care for, I did care for the relationships that they had. I thought that they was very nice because one of the things that the movie does, I'm gonna tell you, this movie just gonna make a lot of men feel stupid. Y'all gonna watch this and you're gonna be poking your friend the whole time. Yeah, that was never me. Bullshit. Yeah, it was. That's all. Yeah, that's one. And maybe I relate to that.
You bought that girl a car. Oh man, I got a deal on that.
Stick a price. But I think that was the point of the movie. The way I saw it is that because this is the reason why. And I'm not getting on any kind of soapbox, a moral thing here, but Mark can tell you, I never really liked strip clubs, and I looked at this, and they showed you just how I'm trying to find the right word here. Just how corruptive this environment is. Environment is. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to root for anybody because when you see this, it's like it's almost a vicious cycle. These characters turn into who they are because of the treatment that they got. Yet at the same time, they're they're doing it to other people, and some
they're
people
feeding right into it.
They're feeding right into it, and some people who probably don't even deserve it. I mean, it's just a real slimy, corruptive environment to be in, and so therefore, I think looking at this, I saw what it was. It's a strip club. All these people are shady. All these people are unsavory. And then you get some people going there, and they're fine when they go in. They just want to make money, and then you see how it turns them. So therefore, I didn't look at any character and thought like, man, I should root for these characters. I like that they're trying to look out for each other, and I did like that the movie tried to actually make you root for them and see their side of everything, even though they are straight up criminals. You know, when they want to show man as being shitty people, they show them always eating. I'm talking with a mouthful so you can spit crumbs all over there. So you see how slovenly and and just nasty they are.
They always look sweaty. They got weird mustaches.
They got weird facial hair. They get the funniest looking guys to play these parts, because they want these guys to seem slimy. And even guys that weren't really that slimy, who weren't in the strip club, even they tried to push them as being, not really good guys. But so I thought that they were pushing that a little bit too hard. I think that is what the movie is trying to do. It's like, okay, you see these girls and making a point, and you think about it, and then you see what they do actually when they're in action, and some of these guys deserve what they're having done to them. But then you look at it and it's like, well, this is a crime. This can lead to no good, and at some point you just have to face up to that. There's no real justification for what they're doing. I don't think the movie's trying to. I don't think because this is directed. I don't think there's any kind of feminist angle here where they're trying to say, yeah, root these girls on. I don't think that at all.
I kept feeling like it was trying to do that, but it would do it and then kind of pull back and then go, well, here's a place we can insert that.
Several times it showed them as being. See, I like that it didn't lay that out blatantly. It showed that if you go and watch the movie and watch how they are. I mean, first of all, yeah. Listen, I had nothing against strippers. If they wanted to go strip, that's fine. And they shouldn't have to take shit from dudes, man. And that's why I never really liked the idea of strip clubs because, for one, well, just so y'all don't think I'm up here trying to be some feminist, myself or anything, I just don't like getting blue balls. That article that I was telling you about, they talk about the environment. It's like they don't just do it for the movie. They say, yeah, man, the more high clientele these places are, a lot of times the worse men are, and that's why they kind of did what they did. They describe all kind of bad behavior. The girl I had, a woman that I had, she had just come from some young dudes who just talked about her. They dogged her ass out so bad. She sat down and started crying to me and started, am I pretty? It's like, well, now when you fucking getting tears in my shirt, get out of here. Where's your manager? No, I talked to her for an hour.
You did. We thought she squirreled you away and put something in your drink. You were gone a long time. I had to go find you.
Oh yeah, no, she did put something in my drink. Tears. Yeah, man. Knowing that, it is like I said, it's just a very shady environment. So
there's no winners here.
No, it's not. And these women want to go, and they're trying to do a job with what they have the best. And look, the money is very tempting. So I don't blame strippers at all. I ain't looking at them at all in a bad way. Ain't judging at all. But you get there, these men start doing shit to you. You become jaded. You start doing kind of crazy shit, and and these women end up just they started because they want to make a living. They get treated so bad, and then they just start wanting to they feel like I deserve a better life, and they show throughout the movie how if you watch it, you'll see how materialistic these girls are. Yeah. I don't think they're celebrating. They're celebrating, but I don't think it's meant for the audience to celebrate with them. You're supposed to look at them and look like, man, okay, it's just like in Goodfellas where they say, hey, don't go buy shit.
Yeah.
All right. And all these people went and bought stuff. And you're looking at these people too, it's just kind of like, wow, if y'all weren't so attached to just buying material things, you wouldn't be going as deep as you are with what you're doing.
Yes. I was like, this is so detrimental to what you could or should be doing. It takes away my reason for wanting you to succeed at this.
Yeah, but when you watch Goodfellas, you don't want those guys to succeed. They're scumbags.
Yeah.
And when I was watching this, I was like, yeah, I get where you're coming from, ladies, but this is still f***ed up.
Yeah.
And this is not going to lead to any good.
Some of that shit they're pulling get people killed, and they're still, they're doing some Three Stooges shit in there.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not as dark as something what they would you see in a gangster film.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid it should be as dark as a gangster film.
Yeah, and they're goofing around because they don't know. For them, it's like they don't think that what they're doing is that bad. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it.
Well, you have your scene where the cops are all laughing at these guys, like, oh yeah, this happened here. And I'm like, this is kind of like not really funny.
Well, again,
and this is the problem. This is actually a big problem that that we're talking about lately. It's on everybody's mouth lately about victims don't want to report things because they feel like they're going to get laughed at.
But that's the point. That's why they showed that. Because the cops are, they showed, there's a point in here where they're like showing the trailer where the cops are laughing about this, but that's because they haven't seen what we have seen, and men are more guilty than women.
Oh yeah.
Of laughing, and that was the point of showing that in there. This is why guys don't do it, and they showed the cops laughing, and it was, and that was to almost exemplify what was happening right at that moment. People were calling in, and I don't want to say anything else because I think that there was something there to kind of balance that out and make a very strong point about why these women will probably get away with it as long as they were, because the guys were just scared to report it. We've been talking about Jennifer Lopez this whole time, but I think Constance Wu.
It's her movie. She got top billing.
Yeah, and she was, and I thought she was great because she was the cute romantic lead in Crazy Rich Asians. She was very sweet.
We can't afford this. So your family is rich?
We're comfortable.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
Oh, she's adorable. And here she's almost killing me.
Well, she's the mom on Fresh Off the Boat.
Is she?
Mm-hmm. And she's fantastic in that show.
Yeah. Well, I looked at this and I thought, that was a much different turn than what I saw her doing in Crazy Rich Asians. And again, to her credit, just like with Jennifer Lopez, her character has to go through different stages. She starts out very innocent, but of course, when she starts getting to the game and learning the ropes, once you start getting corrupted, you turn into a different person.
I just love her. Like, hey, I was trying to be the good guy, but Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah. I even like some of the supporting characters in here. When you watch this, don't go in expecting that old Cardi gonna be part of the gang. She's not. She's only in there for a little bit, but she does during earlier parts of the movie. She does get some good screen time, and she's actually pretty good.
You know Diamond from the Bronx, right?
What's up, baby?
We're gonna help her learn how to do a real dance.
Oh, I'm good at that. Show me what you got.
I know. Oh, and they got another face that y'all might recognize in there. They got you the hotness right now, Lizzo. She's another rapper. Y'all, you remember, Martin? I know you remember this song. This Truth Hurts, man. The reason why I remember that song? I mean, I'd heard the song, but I was hanging out at a party with Martin that you had invited me to, and there was a gay dude on some shit.
Oh, that's what he was dancing to.
That's what he was dancing to. Yeah, he was on there. He was on some shit.
No man on the Minnesota Vikings. Truth hurts.
And the minute he came down a little bit, he focused on you.
I told her real quick. I said, don't with me, man. Because he's a comedian. He's a cool guy. He's a comedian, but he didn't think anybody else in there was a comedian either. So he thought he was going to be center of attention and just start capping on people. And I just turned that shit on real quick. You heard my complaints in here. I do think, if you want to see this and see it as something derivative of Goodfellas, that's fine. But I've seen a lot of directors try to be other people. I've seen Stranger Things try to be Steven Spielberg. I've seen Brian De Palma try to be Hitchcock to some good effect. I've seen Guy Ritchie try to be Tarantino. With one of.
But I ain't never seen an elephant fly.
I seen a needle wing his eye. Remember Billy? I've seen a diamond wing his eye. And I was like, diamond.
Wait, what is he talking?
He's like, oh wait a minute, I meant to say no. You that up already. No, keep going. It's a well-paced movie, and I really like the performances that I see here from people that I hadn't seen from, particularly one person I hadn't seen for a while, and that is Jennifer Lopez. I really enjoyed watching her, man. I thought she was amazing in this. Shit, Jenny trying to get that Oscar out there. Oh, J-Lo.
Hey, this is the year to do it.
Yeah, this is the year to do
competition is weak.
So, yeah, I think it was a strong, fun, supportive cast that they had here. And I thought that they did a good job at capturing the sisterhood backstage of the strip club while also exposing, the falsities of or the illusion of a strip club. I thought that it's one of the biggest things that I got right here, man, that I thought that they did well. And like I said, I think that they pulled you in enough to where, a good crime film that pulls you in and makes you part of the gang. And then, at times, even if you look at it and like, because you can judge by being a hand's distance from it. You can like, hey, I can ride along and I ain't, I won't be a part of it. Yeah. I can have fun watching it. But at some point, it really is heartbreaking to see where these crimes lead. And again, I won't say, but it does lead to a part where it's like, all right, knew something like this was going to happen. I give it a low full price, man. I think they early in the movie, the men, it was just laid on very thick, and I was just kind of like, I get it, man, I assholes, fine.
I mean, if you don't like working there, just quit.
Yeah. It's a cycle hard to get out of, I think. But yeah, I give it a low full price, man.
Well, I do agree with you that I do think the performances are, for the most part, are really, really good, and it's well crafted. I don't think it's well paced, and that was probably my biggest problem, is that it felt way longer and more self-important than it deserves. So often, emotional beats that were really important were moments, I felt like they rushed through them and then got on to the fun stuff. And I was like, man, I wish they could really wake up this scene here and really unpack it and have a lot more dialogue and emotion that goes with it. And we're getting to feel the gravity of it. So much of this just, it runs through. I didn't feel the gravity, and yet the movie kind of felt kind of long to me. If you think you're going to go see a terrible movie, this is going to be a great movie to you. And if you think, oh, I hear this is going to be good, it's all right. For me, it's a low matinee bordering on a high rental. Because I feel like if I saw it on streaming, I'd be like, damn, that was really good. I got to tell everybody about it.
Well, damn, the way you were soaking over there and I was talking about it, I thought you were going to give this some old bullshit.
No, I was never thinking of giving it some old bullshit. I was just being like, this. I know for me personally, it's probably more of a rental, a really good rental, but
there'll be times I'm over here hyped for a movie. And I'm just happy, and I see Marno ain't moving. I'm just like, yeah.
You do that to me all the time. Except you come out the gate hating something, and I'm like, oh shit, I like this now. I don't know how to
this movie, man. Right, Martin? Well, look at you still hanging around. You ain't gone anywhere. That must mean that you really like us. So you know what? Stick around. We love to have you. Hit that subscribe button, get notifications, and since you really love us so much, we got more for you at our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find the long version of videos just like this, except they're unedited, uncensored, and you'll also find the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at our store, dtmerch.com, and remember to always stay toasted.